Welcome to Drink Wine Be Crafty. I'm Megan. Back in October of 2018, one of my very first videos that I did was this wreath where I showed how to do the braided portion of the wreath, but I never did show how I made the bow, and I've had some requests for that crocheted bow, so today we will be doing the crochet bow, the same one that I did for that wreath. And to start off, I'm using a 5mm hook and Karen off-white worsted weight yarn. And sorry guys, I'm a little sick right now, so my voice is a little bit off, but we're going to start off by chaining 71. It's going to be 70 plus 1 for the turning chain. So chain 71. Okay, now we have 71 chains. We're going to skip the first chain from the hook and we're going to go into the second chain. Now normally you would just go in like this, but whenever I do my first row, I like to go into the back loops. Now you don't have to do this. It will just make the row look more clean at the very bottom, and I can show you once I finish what changes. I actually have just a short video showing why I do this and how it looks and how it makes it look a little bit more clean. So I'll share a link to that below if you guys want to check that out, as well as the video where I show the rest of the wreath. So it's totally up to you if you want to do this or just do it the normal way. I'm going to go in and do a single crochet in each of these back loops all the way to the end, so you'll have 70 single crochets at the end of this row. Now that we have our 70 single crochets, and as you can see, because of the way I did the back loops, the chain looks the same on the top and the bottom. It's way more clean, and again I'll share that below on how to do that. But now we're going to chain one, we're going to turn our work, and we are going to decrease. So we're going to decrease on each end of this row, and to decrease you go into the first chain from the hook and you pull the yarn through, and then you go into the next chain and you pull the yarn through, and then you pull it through both of those, all three of those loops, and that is how you decrease. Decreasing will give the bow the pointed look on the ends. So we're going to decrease, we're going to decrease, single crochet all the way to the other end until you get to the last two stitches, and we're going to decrease again. So let me do these single crochets, and once I get to the end I'll show you guys how to decrease there. Okay, now we're almost to the point where we're going to decrease on this end. I need to do a couple more single crochets until I get to these two stitches here, and then once we're there we're going to decrease again. So let me finish this row really quickly. Okay, one more and then we're going to decrease. So we're going to go into this next chain and pull the yarn through, and then go into the next one and pull the yarn through again, and then pull it through all three loops. We're going to chain one, and for the next 4 rows you're going to do the same thing. You're going to decrease on each end. So do that where you're going decrease here. So we're going to go in the first one, pull through, go in the next one, pull through, and pull through all three, and do that again on the other end, and do it 4 more times, and I will come back and show you guys what to do from there. Okay, so now that we have finished doing those 6 rows, chain one, and we are going to single crochet all the way down until we have 7 stitches left at the end. So you're not going to do a single crochet in these stitches. You'll stop once you get there. So what you want to do is go back to the other end. Now I did make an error on this part. I was supposed to, you can decrease. I did not decrease right here. I just started my single crochet in the first chain. You can do another decrease right here if you would like and give it more of a point. Honestly, it didn't make a huge difference, so I just kept going with it. But you can decrease again, or like I did, just do a single crochet in each stitch, and then we're almost to the end here where what I'm going to do once I get to where I have 7 stitches left, I'm going to stop there, and then I'm going to chain 1 and turn my work. Let's see, how far do I have left to go? So just a few more here, 2 more. And you could put a little marker in it. I thought about that as well. You could get a little piece of yarn to put in the 7th so you don't have to keep counting, but it's up to you. So chain 1, turn your work, and do the same thing. You're going to single crochet all the way down until you have 7 stitches left on the other end. So just do that. How many times? Let's see, this will be row 2. We're going to do that until we have 4 rows that will give us this the part of the bow. You could really do as many as you want of these rows. It totally depends on how tall you want your bow to be. This pattern can be tweaked to your desired size. Okay, and I'm going to chain 1 and turn my work, and we're going to do that 2 more times. Okay, we're almost finished with the bow at this point. We have completed this part. You would just want to cut your yarn and tie that, hide the ends, and then we're going to work on the middle part of the bow. Now this is really simple. You're just going to chain 16, and we're going to do 4 rows of 15 single crochets. So chain 16, and then I will show you the very simple pattern here for this one. And we are just going to skip the first chain from the hook, and again I'm going to go in the back loops. You don't have to do that, but it will give it a more clean look if you do. So we're going to go into each of the back loops, and we're going to do 15 single crochets. And you will do 15 single crochets for 4 rows. So once you finish this, chain 1, turn your work, and do it again 3 more times. Okay, I'm finishing up the centerpiece here, doing my last row. So I have 4 rows, and I'm going to just tie this, and give yourself a little bit of extra on the end because we're going to use that to sew that on. But to piece this together, all you're going to do is put your bow like this, and you're going to pinch it together and sew this middle piece on. To sew that middle piece on, we're going to put these ends together here, and then just hold it in place. Don't worry about if it moves around while you're sewing everything together, because you can fix it once it's done. Put that right here in the middle. You'll need a yarn needle, and use just one of these tails, either one we're going to use to sew it. Alright y'all, let's get this sewn together. Really simple, just going back and forth until you get it as snug as you want. You could do as many stitches as you feel necessary, but I'm just going to go all the way down to the other end and then tie it off. Alright, now I've sewn in my ends, and I am just trimming off the excess and just getting it straightened and positioned how you want it. I hope that you enjoyed this tutorial. Let me know what you guys think. Remember to hit that subscribe button, like, and I will see you guys next time. Also, I will share the wreath tutorial if you're interested in that, so check in the description box below if you want to know how to make the crocheted braided wreath, which was one of my very first videos a long time ago. Seems like forever ago. And thanks guys for watching. I'll see you next time. Bye.